video will show you how to fork a repository, contribute to that fork, and then do a pull request to incorporate those changes back into the original repository. So this is the week 3 repository in our Workflow Workshop 2021 organization. And let's say that I want to contribute to this, but I'm either not a member or I don't want to just contribute directly. I want to make a copy. So I'm going to go up here and click Fork. Try again. Okay, Fork. So I need to fork into either a different organization or my own personal account. So I'm just going to go here. I don't want it into a organization. So now it's forking that. How long it takes depends on how many files there are. There aren't very many. Okay, so now you can see I'm here in my personal account and I've got a copy of this, and you can see where it's from. It's forked from this. So the difference between cloning is that I am tied to that Upstream repository. And I want that because I'm doing this because I plan to contribute back to this. I'm going to make some changes and then put in a pull request. So let's see how that works. So I'm just going to make my changes here on GitHub, but it would work exactly the same if I pulled it onto my computer using GitHub Desktop, made changes, and pushed them. Okay, so I'm going to make a change to README here, and here is some changes on the fork. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'll just stick with that, commit the changes. Okay. All right, so now I've made that change. Let's add a file. Plot.r. So this is my little plot script. Commit that. Okay, so now I've made some changes, and what I'd like to do is now incorporate those back into the original. And so the way that works is I put in a pull request. Looks like I can just do it from either up here or up here. You can see that little icon. Okay, so I just clicked right here, and you can see this branch is 2 commits ahead of our workflow branch. So what it's saying, I only have one branch, it's main, so it's ahead of main. So it's ahead. So I'm going to open a pull request. And now you can see, first off, it says, yes, I can merge. So there's no conflicts that would prevent me from merging. So a conflict might occur if since I had pulled or made the fork, somebody else had updated README. So that would be a conflict between the README on the original repository and the one that I've just changed. But in this case, it's able to merge. And then it tells you, it has this nice little arrow, shows you exactly what it's going to do. So now I can create the pull request. And so I just said, Elias, changes. Plot script. Okay, so there we go. Create that. There we go. Okay, so now it's jumping me back over here. Now I am also the owner of this our workflow workshop, or I'm a member. So all of you who are members could also see this. So now over here, I see this pull request. So I'm not going to see this. Let's go over to my fork and go here. Repositories. Okay. So you see, like, there's no pull request here. Nobody is trying to pull anything into this fork. The pull is here because it's someone who is asking to contribute something to the parent repo. So then I can click on that, and then I can click on the changes. I can review them, and I can decide if, yay, I do like that, I am going to commit it, or I don't want to do that. And in this case, let's say I say, yeah, I do, and I confirm that. So, yeah, okay, confirm the merge. Okay, and that's it. So now when we go here, we'll see we now have this plot file, and the README is updated. So that's a good way, if you're working on a team and you want to have a review of changes before you incorporate them. You just use this forking like that. Another thing to be kind of aware of if you end up doing the forking is be aware that you've got this thing called fetch upstream. So if I'm working on this and somebody else is also working here, I want to keep things in here up to date with the parent. That will help minimize any conflicts. So let's go here to plot. I'm going to add a change here. So I add that on there. Okay. And now when I go back to Eli over here, I can click this button, Fetch Upstream, and it tells me, oh, it is. Oh, come now. It is behind. Okay, try again. I had to reload it. Yes, okay. Great. So I just had to reload the page to see it, and now you can see it's behind. There was that merge that happened, and also I put in a new line to the plot.r. I can click compare and see what the changes are, and so nice, it is able to merge. I can fetch that in, and I can see that I've updated the plot. So I'm just going to go back here. So go back to here, fetch upstream. I'm going to click fetch and merge. And voila, it's in. Click and now it's in. So this is something that you want to know about if you're using the fork in order to contribute to the parent. Make sure to keep that fork up to date relative to the parent.